All month long here at KAVOD Family Ministries, our content is going to be shaped around a theme that we're calling growing pains. And what we mean by growing pains is the reality of a life of sanctification or growth or maturity or conformity for a Christian is often difficult, is often filled with failures, of shortcomings, and of resting in the grace and mercy of Jesus Christ by the Holy Spirit in us. And what I want to talk to you about today is an idea that's found here in the book of Titus chapter 1, specifically verses 15 and 16, about purity of what we look at. That a metric of the way we're being sanctified and the way we're being purified by God is by the changing and the shaping of what we actually behold. So Titus 1 verses 15 and 16 say, "To the pure all things are pure, but to the defiled and unbelieving nothing is pure. But both their minds and their consciences are defiled. They profess to know God, but they deny him by their works. They are detestable, disobedient, unfit for any good work." So you see, this whole passage here starts out with this very pointed phrase, "To the pure, all things are pure." And there's a certain level of slack in Christianity today where so many people believe that they can compartmentalize their faith, where they behold beauty and truth on Sunday when they go to church or when they read their Bible, but then in the rest of their life they can behold whatever they want and it won't adversely or negatively affect them. They can watch whatever they want to watch on TV. They can listen to whatever they want to listen to on their phones or on YouTube. They can say whatever kind of things they want to say. They can look at, listen to, speak out whatever they want. And that's not going to negatively affect them. But the truth is there's an old adage that says you become what you behold. And there's a level to where for the Christian, if we are to grow in maturity and conformity to Jesus Christ and to walk this road of sanctification, of change, of conformity, then what we have to understand is it takes a certain level of beholding pure, godly things. There must be a certain degree to where we don't do what culture does. We don't watch the things that culture watches. We don't listen to the things that culture listens to. We don't behold the things that culture beholds. We behold the glory of God, and we behold the beauties of Christ, and we behold the wonder of the church, and we behold the magnificence of the creation around us. And there's another passage in Philippians that I believe is the antidote to the problem of beholding impure things. And it's found in Philippians chapter 4, beginning in verse 8. It says, "Finally, brothers," Paul says, "whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things, dwell on these things, behold these things." And so we see that what the scriptures tell us is that we're not to behold wicked things. We're not to behold false things. We're not to behold, to gaze at dishonorable things, unjust things, impure things, unlovely, not commendable, poor. If there is anything worthy of praise, things that are not praiseworthy, like sin and wickedness, we are to behold good and beautiful things, because as another saying goes, trash in, trash out. But good in, you get good out. And one of the many, many issues for us as Christians is that when we begin to walk with Christ, we're not willing to surrender aspects and areas of our life that we hold dear to us. Maybe it's a favorite TV show, or maybe it's a favorite book series, or maybe it's a favorite musician. And you know that the things that they're saying and the things that you're reading are not pleasing to God. They're not beautiful and lovely and honorable and commendable and worthy of praise. but yet you hold tightly to them and you're cherishing them. And one of the major steps for you as a Christian is going to be turning those things over to Jesus, turning those things over to God and saying, I lay down my old, sinful, selfish desires and the things that I used to hold so dear, and I take up my cross, and I want to hold Christ as most beautiful, as most cherished, as my greatest treasure. For the Christian, this is absolutely critical. And I want to encourage you today that it can be done. The thing that feels like you can't live without can be lived without when you catch a glimpse of the fact that Jesus Christ and all that He is for us is the only thing that you need. You can see the beauty of Christ in the home with your wife. Because as Ephesians 5 says, we are to love our wives as Christ loved the church, and we can see the picture and the beauty of marriage in the way Christ loved the church, and with children in the way that Jesus received children to Him, and He loved them, and He said, don't forbid for the children to come to me. We can see the beauty of Christ in creation whenever we look out and we recognize, as Hebrews 1 says, that all things were made through Jesus Christ and they're held together by Jesus Christ. That nature, creation itself is shouting out praise to Jesus. And so if you can not think about all the things that you have to give up that are impure, instead of thinking about the things you have to give up, you can do subtraction by addition. You don't fixate on those things and how much you don't want to stop gazing at those sinful things. What you do is you behold Jesus Christ. As 2 Corinthians 3:18 says, we all with unveiled face, beholding as in a mirror the glory of the Lord, are being transformed by that same glory from one degree to the next. That gazing at Jesus Christ will transform us. And as the old hymn says, turn your eyes upon Jesus, look full in His wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace. The impure things that you're so comfortable and love to behold will grow strangely dim, and you will begin to want, to crave, beholding what is lovely, primarily the Lord Jesus Christ.